whether caste-based reservation is good for the country or not, or it is good or bad. On that basis, what I expect that you are going to collect some important views on it, whatsoever the content I had given. So you are expected to read it carefully, and even you can synthesize your own context. Let's start with chess number 5.
Good afternoon, friends. So today we have to discuss the most relevant topic, that is caste-based reservation is good or bad. So according to me, I think it is a very constructive policy that has been implemented by the government of India, as the citizens living in the country haven't availed the resources of the nation equally. So it is a policy which promotes equity among the masses. And if you talk about the representation of the entire society in the governance or any other sector, then that is not very equal. And for a full-fledged democracy, for the country to promote more development in the country, I think that the representation of each and every sector of the nation is required so that they support equally.
Time is over. Yes. Good.
Good afternoon, everyone. Talking about reservation, whether good or bad, it is important that we understand what kind of practices India practices. Actually, India is a welfareistic model of democracy that is being practiced. So therefore, it is important that we take into consideration the growth and progress of each and every section of the society. Now, for that purpose, only under DPSP, we have also provisions for reducing the kind of economic disparity that exists within our society.
Next.
Good afternoon, everyone. As we are here for the discussion, that is reservation. We know that reservation is the tool which is provided to the each and every section of society which is unprivileged. And we know that since the independence, we are watching that many of the people are having lack of education, better health care, and many of the things. So in order to uplift their livelihood, it is very important to give certain extra privilege in the form of reservation, so that they can uplift themselves and they can come in the parallel of the each and every one of the society. Because
next.
Good morning, friends. Today we are given with the topic, is reservation good or bad for our country? As the country like India, which is democratic in its nature, where the marginalized people are not left out, so it is a best provision that the government has taken to uplift the marginalized section of our society. Also, there is a provision
In terms of reservation. Okay, next.
Good afternoon, everyone. Caste-based reservation is only required and helpful for several period of time. Sometimes it leads to dispute between two society. Manipur rights is an example of such disputes.
Good afternoon to one and all present. Today's topic, caste reservation is good or bad. In my opinion, India is a democratic.
Okay, look at your friends while speaking.
India is a democratic country, and it needed caste reservation system back in 70 years, and now it needs a new updated policy of caste reservation system based on the surveys and updated information on the pages.
Okay.
Good afternoon, everyone. The topic of today's discussion, caste-based reservation, is good or bad. First, it refers to the reservation given to a marginalized group on the basis of scheduled caste or tribes or other backward classes for a certain portion of seats for institutions, jobs, or any other purpose. This has been used for upliftment of marginalized community in our society, and after 70 years of independence, it is still being practiced. This also leads to a question whether it is effective or not, but still it has been helpful for many people to outgrow the poverty line and for upliftment of their type of living life.
Okay, yes.
Good afternoon, everyone. As today we got the caption, caste-based reservation is good or bad. So here I would like to raise the term caste. As India got independence in 1947, and since then to till today, there are different caste and sects residing in this country. And when we got independence, we are not in the same line. And so the government has introduced caste-based reservation. And I think it is a double-edged sword. We should use it wisely, because those who are really marginalized, they really need it. But those who are not, or being using it as an aid, is really commendable. So in that respect, we have to use it wisely for a better society.
Okay.
Good morning, friends.
Loud.
Good morning, friends. As we know that caste-based reservation when come into constitution for the implement, we know that the literacy rate of that time is 12%, and on that time the literacy rate of India is 24%, and we think that uplifting of marginal is going on by national income of India, and the
Okay, no problem. Yes.
Good afternoon, everyone. In my opinion, the caste-based system is not what its true goal was. Over the period of time, the caste-based system has been used as a political power, and also for the upliftment of only the people who are already at the top and not benefiting overall the growth of the society and not maintaining the equality it should hold.
Good morning, everyone. As we know, that today's topic is caste-based reservation. Since the independence, marginalized section has been given some reservation on the basis of their caste for their upliftment. But in recent days also, they are given the reservation. But in recent days, political parties used to initiate these agendas before the elections, just to gain some of the votes of the marginalized sections of the society.
So my friends, India is
Okay, let me speak. Now you people have spoken the content that you had in the very precise form. Now the time has come to prove your content in the group discussion. Objective of GD is not to win, rather it is to develop. It means that you people are contributing some important valuable points to uplift the quality of group discussion. Is it clear?
Yes,
If
sir.
your friends are speaking good, so what I appeal you that you should support your friends that okay, it is a very relevant and correct point. Rather, if you realize or personally feel that the content which was being spoken by your friend is not relevant, even in between you can speak it. So please start your discussion.
My friend, here what is important is caste-based reservation. Here the term caste is important because we have differentiation in our society, that is Indic society is basically having caste at its basic structure of our societal formation. Therefore, having proper data about caste is also important. So reservation can only be based for that section of the society which is falling behind from mainstream.
But sometimes
My
there is
friend, my friend,
But
I want to
this is
add one
actually
point on the chess
very
number six.
caste
Why
system
are only
is
caste
saying
reservation is
that
talking about? Because we know
caste
that many
system-
of the caste, many of the unprivileged caste in the there, which has been not get lots of things in the ancient time. That's why we are conducting the caste-based survey as well, and we are giving the reservation according to the caste.
As the
this
caption
also-
demands
this
caste-based
leads
reservation,
to-
in that respect, I would like to add one point that this caste-based reservation was generally made for the marginalized people, but now in the present context, we are seeing that those who are privileged are having their fake IDs and false documents are availing those advantages, which is really dreadful for those people who really need it. So we have
Very
to
nice
amend
point,
this structure.
Chester.
Very
As
nice
you have
point.
stated, and we also know that
We
the
should not forget the idea
political
that
parties
the
also
reservation on the
using it
basis
as
of
the
caste
weapon
was
at the time of
actually
election,
introduced to
and
promote
not all unprivileged communities going to
Sometimes
get
As
it
we,
benefit of
reduces
this.
as we all
outcomes
know
of
that
the
a
works.
bird
We are
cannot fly
expecting
high
much.
if it's both the feathers are equally developed. So one section of our society is